So this is our story for the day, for the night. There is someone or a group of people, generally speaking a collective, that they call themselves sensitive, and they do not understand the meaning of the word sensitive or how this label applies at the moment, applied in the recent past, and it is going to apply in the near future, maybe in the distant future. When we have a whole lot of wounding, trauma, aspects of self we are not willing to look at for different reasons, and we keep saying affirmations, we affirm things about oneself. It is almost like a mechanic does open heart surgery. These affirmations, they are short-lived. They don't have much effect in this case for this collective of people. I am free, I am beautiful, I am smart. Yes, it's good, it's all good. It makes you feel better in the moment. It makes you feel maybe more empowered. But sooner rather than later, an energy will come, a person, someone else, and they will trigger you in one way or another. If a master will show up in your life, a master of their own energies will show up in your life, they will trigger that out of you. You are not going to be able to see the master. You will see now something else in there because of the filters that apply to your vision as a result of you not willing to take a look of certain aspects in yourself. And now, this collective, they might call themselves sensitives, which is not true. A person that is not willing and has done little to none work in oneself, it is not a sensitive. Someone that is interested in exploring parts of themselves at least. Someone that is willing to openly discuss profound pain at least. Someone that has reached mastery in themselves and now they are all milk and honey and they bring all this beautiful energy into the world. Someone that, although they have still aspects that are untouched, aspects that are in pain, but again, the key word here is willing to. I'm humble enough to look within. I'm humble enough to understand and to know that it might be my fault in this particular scenario and not always someone else's fault. I'm willing, in situationally speaking, to scale certain events that happened. These can call themselves, if they feel sensitive, they can call themselves sensitive to energies, is what wants to be expressed. And is there something else in there? And we are sensitive until we are not. This is the main vein here that wants to be touched. We are sensitive until we are not. Again, as I mentioned, there is a message here where in our process of awakening, in our process of coming back to life, really, we do have these places in us, they look like holes in our energy fields that, touched by dense / intense / even powerful light, it creates an uncomfortable state which cannot be held for a long period of time. That's a sensitivity, right? So in that moment, until you heal that sensitivity, look at it, understand it at least, you cannot partake, you cannot be part of, let's say, a certain group of people for an extended period of time. You cannot be in the presence of people, in the presence of someone for an extended period of time. But when we heal that also, and that might not even need, you know, a specific healing or a specific, what you call, what is normally encountered in holistic healing or medicine, generally speaking, it is nothing related to that. It might be very well just, you really need to stay isolated for 3 years because your nervous system allows that part of you to be released only as a result of you showing it compassion, admiration, patience, and honey, right? Profound compassion and love. Indeed. And so when we heal all of it, we are now, seems like regardless of the environment, what wants to be said here, regardless of the environment, now we are in charge with the energy. We are commanding the energy. I command the energy around me, not the other way around, because now I'm all sealed up. And this is the position of an ascended master. And when I say ascended, I say powerful vortexes of energy move through my field and interacts with yours at fast speeds, and you don't even know about it. But later on in life, you will see massive changes happening, and you might or might not remember where it comes from. Now, what wants to be said also is how do we recognize, or how do you recognize a master in the spotlight, in the public eye? But I'm not sure why it wants to be an ascended master. It's ascended or it's only just master. Let's call them an undercover agent. Undercover agents in the spotlight. There are some, and they don't know they are. You know, I have souls coming to me. I have souls coming to me for private readings or Zoom sessions, and I see them. I see the master in there. And they are undercover agents, and they don't know they are. They don't understand why am I like this, or what is happening to me, or why is this and why is that, and they have so many questions, right? Sooner rather than later, the questions will be answered. What is to be known by these masters, by these undercover secret agents, is they will have, I hear, earth-shaking awakenings in the near future. So there is a new wave of masters waking up, and they have awakenings, powerful awakenings, earth-shaking awakenings. Some of them, they have 356 chakra activated all at once. Others, it happens in sets, in layers. Others, which are already activated and all ready to go, not sure where they are going, but ready to go, they are now receiving this label of ascended. That's why it was master and ascended, and I was a little bit confused over there why it's master and ascended somewhere parallel with it, like in a parallel timeline, so to speak. There are some masters that are receiving the label of ascended in the near future, as the time is now. It can happen at any time. And what does it mean, this label? What does it come with? A complete lack of self-interest. Me. It is all about the planet. That's how they pour honey out of their field. Milk and honey, right? Sounds so good to me right now, some milk and honey. And that doesn't mean that they don't think about themselves, their life, their interests. And when I say their interests, they coincide with those of a bigger collective. Things are coming naturally to these masters. Their field is pulling in whatever it's needed. There is a complete faith and trust in the divine. Not to say that these people don't feel fear at all, but they feel little to none. These people have been, most of them at least, I believe there are some exceptions in the world, they have been stripped away of that which we call personality. Well, I hear personality disorder. And now they are a full, empty, and complete vessel for the divine to work through them. You see, the divine, but also that which we might call their higher self, is now taking control through them, and is riding the wave, riding the motorcycle through the population of planet Earth. This might be very well a message for someone that you are about to travel. You are about to travel all over the world, all over the planet, just because of who you are, my friend. Just because of who you are. And as I'm saying this, I'm becoming emotional, because what's coming to mind is someone I did a reading for, multiple readings for, and healing sessions in 2023, I believe. I don't know if you're watching, but does it resonate? Does it resonate? What else? The world is changing, and so are you, and so am I. That doesn't mean that we are not going to see each other again, my friend. I am not sure what this was all about, but what I'm understanding out of all of it is, let me dive deeper a little bit here. Okay, yeah, this was a message for someone, and it will make sense to you. It will make sense to you. Okay. Let's dive into our dynamic for the night. Interesting. I'm not sure what to expect. Let's use, we are going to use the Liminal Spirits Oracle. Liminal Spirits Oracle. Eckhart Tolle is coming to mind. Crystal, consciousness. Go deeper than that is what I heard. But we should stop at crystal consciousness. For now, we will see what wants to come through in the dynamic. So this is the dynamic. I don't know if I mentioned because I'm carried with these energies. They are very interesting, and it's beautiful what's about to happen here for some people. People, spirits, more spirit than people. This is the dynamic between you or someone you know and a master, another master, or another energy whatsoever. This might be about traveling in your sleep, traveling. Where are you traveling? Where are you going? Yes, in your sleep, someone here in their sleep, they are mastering tying loose ends. They are mastering tying loose ends. There are some spiritual energies here that were trying or are trying to keep you away from your mastery, from your ascended label. I'm not sure if you are aware of them or not just yet, but this might very well be a helpful information for you because you deserve it, because it is okay for you to know this information right now. Yes, whatever is holding you back from maybe expressing yourself, speaking what you know, speaking your truth. Being whatsoever, you can bypass that. Indeed, you know if this message is for you. You can bypass all those energies that were your teachers. You can just let them, however these energies play out. I believe it's more energetically. Let them speak, let them say whatever they want to say. You are now or about to be an ascended master. And this can go the other way around also, crystal in reverse. If you thought you know things, or if you think you know things, but you have recently been marked or initiated into this mastery of the soul, because you are a master of your soul, but you need to go through a journey here, right? You should now pay attention to the teachers that come into your field, maybe at night, maybe in your dreams. You might feel restricted in many aspects. That's for a reason. Pay attention. Yes, yes. The word here is attention. Pay attention. Your attention is required. Definitely, if this applies to you and you know who you are, right? You will be shown the way, you will be shown the path, mostly through your dreams for a certain period of time. And you are definitely here. You are in training, right? You are in training, you are trained, you are restricted, you are asked to pay attention, asked to move in a certain direction at some moment in time. You cannot take left because that's what you did for your whole life. Now you have to take right because that's the right thing to do right now. Right? Okay. Interesting. Snail, upright and in reverse. This is something that you don't see coming. It is on top of your head somehow. Crystal, and then you have this snail, which can be a portal really in some cases. Indeed, for those of you that are graduating, you are getting your ascended label. A portal that was opened a long time ago, maybe decades really, is now closing. Oh, yeah, I'm getting for some, at the moment of your birth, this portal opened. Oh my goodness. Yeah. At the moment of your birth, this portal opened, and now, as you receive your label, your graduation certificate, the portal is closing. Congratulations, my friend, you have made it, you've done it. And I'm seeing celebration in spirit. Woo! Now, for others of you that the portal opened recently, on top of your head, not to be mistaken with a portal which is related to Archangel Raphael energy, by the way, for someone watching, okay? This is the portal of mastery, the portal through which golden energies are being poured through, golden energies mixed with lessons, life lessons, mixed with mirroring opportunities, mixed with some illusion, some confusion, lessons nonetheless, right? This is the next level soul. This is mastery. This is not, we are not playing games anymore. We are not using tarot readings as a hobby any longer. This is you becoming the general. This is you becoming Fox the general. You becoming the one that trains others. You becoming the one that holds the light on planet Earth. This is who you are becoming through this training process, and you have to take it as it comes. And I don't think this is not a very flexible path, right? This is how it is, and you are going to enjoy it and love it. Don't get me wrong, here and there, but it's for the big boys. It's what this is. It's how it wants to be said. I have to change the battery. I'll be right back. So you are entering the big boys league here, right? You're not playing with the children any longer. Okay. Speaking of which, some children here. And when I say children, this can very well be, and they are immature spirits that are pulling at your energy. They sense your departure. They sense your departure from their life or from their grasp. Immature spirits, immature energy. They sense you leaving. They sense you leaving the crib, leaving the tribe, if it applies. And in many cases, or in some cases, it might not even be, you see, a physical departure. You might still be there with this spouse, boyfriend, concubine, friend, parent, but your energy is out. Or if it's not out, your energy is upgrading. The gap is growing bigger. Time. The gap is growing bigger. There is a sense of urgency. I am growing. What are you doing? Snail in reverse. I am growing. You can feel the shift energetically. And maybe in some cases, maybe you are telling this individual literally, or maybe metaphorically, your energy is saying, your higher self, listen, I don't want to leave. I don't want to break up with you. I don't want this divorce. I don't want you to stop being my friend. But the gap is growing bigger and bigger and bigger, and I'm not sure how we can make this work. Is there any way we can make this work? You are seeing crystal clear here, some. You are about to. Also, for those of you that receive your label of ascended, you might now feel light as a feather. Almost like a whole burden was taken off of your back. Maybe you felt like you, again, this rigidity right in the process, discipline, no, not left, not straight ahead, not left, not right. Now you stay, now you move, now you go down. You don't take that. This type of training here, snail. it's being removed and you feel now light as a feather. And I was talking today with one of you watching and I was telling her that as we receive our Holy Spirit throne, in order to occupy that throne, we have to be as light as a feather. And you, my friend, you are light as a feather. Whoever you are with the label of the ascended. Okay, what else? Birch. You see, if an ascended master, you ascended master, right? And I'm seeing Yogananda in my third eye. I'm becoming emotional. I'm seeing Yogananda in my third eye, and yes, he has like a graduation hat on his head, and it's like, says, don't give up, don't give up. Or don't give in. Or just celebrate the freedom within. Don't give up, don't give in, or just celebrate the freedom within. Many will want to be part of these ascended masters' lives, but they won't know who is what and what is who. And it is meant to be that way for a period of time. The energy somehow will be, this was in the past, by the way, this was in the past, they were very confusing around these masters. And that was for a reason. It was really the epitome of protection. Rejection is God's protection. Cave. These are the masters that once lived in caves. Interesting. These are the masters that once lived in caves. But this time around, they don't play around any longer. They are here to change the world. And so they will use all type of techniques and tricks in order to accomplish that indeed. You see, again, some of these souls on social media, and you have no idea who I am talking about. Just their presence. They have a hard time being in the world, or they had a hard time being in the world indeed. Even in their operating field, oh interesting, their way of operating is changing as we speak. But in their operating field, they are considered to be shy. Interesting. And that's with a reason, or it was with a reason so far. Many of them might go or undergo breakups at the moment. Indeed. Breakups with family, even with their own children, is what I'm being told. But of course, from romantic partnership as well. Maybe you noticed in some of these people's lives how lately maybe they were posting themselves out there with their partner, but now there is no partner. And this is because the real partner is coming, or the one they are supposed to change the world with. The one they are supposed to change the world with. Interesting. Okay. What else? You know, when we used to say you can change the world just by being yourself, although it is still true, and it is going to be true probably for the rest of our existence on planet Earth and beyond, right? This is not the case only for these individuals, for you watching, right? You will be hands-on, or you are hands-on in a certain matter. You having the energy that you are having and touching food, for example, you heal souls, and this is deeper than only what you can think of. An ascended master here is cooking. Their cookings go out in the world. People that have all these dark vortexes in their field, anxiety, abandonment, trauma, what do I know, all sorts of deliciousness. They eat the food, and miraculously those vortexes disappear, they go away. And maybe it takes 2 meals or 3 meals here, but they go away. And they feel better in their near future. They feel changed, and that is because they ate a sandwich made by this ascended master. Oh, this is so interesting. An undercover agent. Now we know what that is. Rabbit. Hair. I have to do my nails. Hair. In reverse. Underneath the cave. You see, there is an energy here coming in your life. We have snail again, bottom of the deck. Not sure if it's of importance or not just yet, but you have an energy, someone, something, a wave of power and strength, a person, a love interest, a spouse, a career coming here super strongly in your life. And although so far you might have been, when you felt it or you got in contact with it, energetically speaking, excuse me, or otherwise, you might have felt a little bit shook because of it, a little bit unsure if you want it at the subconscious level. You were unsure that you want this at the subconscious level. There were still some rotten I don't even know how to explain this to you. Some parts in your subconscious mind that don't look very good, they look rotten, they were there. They are, I don't think you still have them in there, maybe just a little bit left. But the point here is, somehow you rejected this because of it. Indeed. But now, a whole bunch of crystals are being pushed in your subconscious mind. Translate, please. What is that supposed to mean? Clarity. You gain clarity, and it's more than that. Is almost like Buddha here is infusing you with profound universal peace and love, and knowing that nothing and no one is here to get you. They are all here to support you as you change your energies. And now this energy is welcomed. You are welcoming it. That's why we have hair underneath it. Because maybe you felt talking about being sensitive. Maybe those rotten parts in your subconscious mind, they relate to being, you were sensitive because of them. You were sensitive because of them. That's how it wants to be explained. And as a result of all this process, again, now you are welcoming this super strong, powerful energy in your life. Which really, it is almost like, again, it is not like the dynamic here between you and this other person, career, opportunity of sorts. It is, you are almost like you, either of you can help it. It's not something that, oh my God, how can I? So between you and this person, you are just magnetizing each other in, and you cannot fight it. It's not like you want it or like they want it. It's just happening. In both of your subconscious minds. So there is not so much to be said about the conscious, because you are both masters. The conscious is almost like it is something that's for the highest good. Is this something that would add as an experience? Would improve something in my relationship related to Earth? Indeed. So consciously you're like, maybe I would love to. Scratch that. If it's meant to be, it is. If it's meant to be, it is. And that's why we go subconsciously mostly here, because subconsciously you are both resisting it. You are both here projecting bad dreams at night, projecting onto each other. Yeah. You and this person, you are seeing each other at the most profound level. The most pure side of yourselves are coming into union here. And again, this reminds me of this reader that I used to love. I still love a whole lot. She was saying something, your baby selves here, they are the ones that ride this motorcycle towards one another. And there is a lot of laughter and so much laughter, such a great time you will have with this person. Okay, let's take some messages from Love Bombs, kindness cards. And these are messages, I wanted to say from one to another, or from your higher selves, between your higher self, although I'm sure that you already know what, if you are at this level, whatever I'm going to bring in, well, maybe some things are hidden from you still, but the point here is you both are under the umbrella of another master. No, you are, oh, this is a protection layer that I'm seeing here. Indeed, right now between you and this individual, there is little to no obstacle, and it's like you are under a tent of golden energy, which has a face in my and yeah, it's an entity in itself, and it says, I'm called a fated event, a destined, a fated event. So this is a fated event between you and someone. It's written in the stars. You are really magnetizing each other. There is nothing you can do. The cave and the crystal. Isn't that crazy? The crystal cave. Crystal cave, it's such a healing place to be, right? It reminds me of Merlin when he lost all its powers, and he ended up in the crystal cave, and he rested in there for a while. He got stuck in there because of Morgana, actually. Anyways, another rabbit hole. And he woke up, he saw his father. He profoundly healed. He regained the trust in himself. And now all the powers were back because they were never taken. It was all about him believing in himself that all the power is in there. Nobody took the power. And all the rest was an illusion. Maybe that's a message in itself. Your encouragement has made me stronger. Thank you. I will always treasure the times we've had together. You guys, you know how it feels? It feels like this is a relationship between two spirits. What I'm getting here in contact with are two ghosts. Yeah, the ghost, the Holy Ghost, right? The Holy Spirit. It's a privilege to have you as a teacher. Oh, this is such a beautiful... It is a privilege to have you as a teacher. You have a way of bringing people together. So really, this is just what you both tell one another somehow. You are just one and the same. Unity consciousness, Christ consciousness. I admire your courage to be yourself. I hope my child grows up. Okay, let's pull some tea leaves to end this message. Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assure success. Horseshoe, good luck. Angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Lily, spiritual love. Yeah, go figure, huh? You guys, with you might have the feeling or the sensation that this person lives in you. It's like is in your mind. It's a very powerful spiritual connection. It's almost like you share the same mind, right? The mind of God. You just access it and it's in there. Scales, keep your life in balance, in reverse. Now, kite, vacation. What is the message here? Ending message. Don't worry if you didn't resonate with this message or if you think it's out of your league somehow. There is another wave of light workers, if you will, if you want to call them like that, which are about to be marked with the sign of the master, right? The master maker comes and marks you with the sign of the master. And so you will get to be in this position in sooner rather than later. I'm not sure why I hear in the next 3 years or so. 3 years or so. Okay. Anything else? Expect the unexpected. Thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye. Oh, and don't forget Purification Journey, starting September 14th to September 21st. It is over Zoom. It's going to take place at 6 a.m. Central every single day. You don't have to have your camera on. You don't have to say anything. You are going to be included in the journey no matter what. Even if you don't show up for one day, multiple days, or the whole event, you are going to receive links every single day with what is happening in there. That being said, besides that, I'm offering, what am I offering? Healing sessions, shamanic journeys, private readings, sessions over Zoom, master classes, other purification journeys,